Every day we lit, bitch, it's Christmas. 3 grams in my wood, ain't no incense. DJ from the clan when they ask, damn, who is this? C's on my body for Dior, you can't get this. Big foreigns when we pull up, we ain't riding in no stick shit. Sport mode, pulling off, going fast though. If I crash, then I die with a bad hoe.
My bitch mad, she gon' cry in a Jag though.
Bitch, I got it off the muscle. You wanna fight on tussle? I'm talking about
What's good, y'all? It's your boy OD back again with another video, and I'm still the most consistent YouTuber that you know. But we on the second channel here, you know what I'm saying? We on the second channel, strictly reactions. I got a main channel. If y'all want to check that out, it's gonna be in the link down in the description. But today, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be reacting to some conspiracy theories. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my brain joggling. Disney has always interested me because I know there's a lot of conspiracy theories about Disney going on, and I've never really thought about looking into them until last night. I was just sitting up to listen to music, looking up into the ceiling, and I just started looking up things that I wanted to react to for this channel, and it just popped up, and I'm like, this seems like a very, very interesting topic. So what this is 10 dark Toy Story theories that will ruin your childhood. I don't really like my childhood being ruined, but I'm a grown man. I think I take it at this point. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, do all that. We're going to get lit. Yes, I have wired headphones. I do. Okay? Don't roast me for having wired headphones. If you like all my videos and subscribe, and maybe I can get some AirPods like you rich folk. You know what I'm saying? But if you people with AirPods, I bet y'all can't go like this. Oh snap. Thought my headphones was going to save me. All right. Mind you, Toy Story was my favorite movie growing up. Like, me and my sisters and my whole family, we used to watch this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times in a row. Fall asleep watching this movie. I know word for word, verbatim, you know what I'm saying? So this was my movies. So if it I hope it don't hurt me too bad.
Seemingly innocent stories about toys coming to life may actually dive deeper with hidden meanings, secret information about characters, and connections to TV shows or things like the Illuminati. See how Buzz, Woody, and the gang are all involved in some of the craziest theories to come from the films. Before you ruin your childhood, click subscribe.
All right, cool.
In the original Toy Story, Sid is presented as one of the main villains of the tale. If you really think about it, Sid is not truly a villain at all, but more of a victim. Obviously,
a victim? Really? A victim?
he's had neglect issues in the past and he copes with them in unusual ways. His parents don't even realize he's bought a giant rocket launcher through a mail-order company. This is just one of the signs.
You know what that is? That comes from y'all not whooping y'all kids. That's what that is. He ain't get hit in the knuckles with a wooden spoon. You know what I'm saying? He ain't get popped. He ain't get hit in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's why he act like that. But hey, who am I? Don't listen to me.
Sid's had a rough childhood. One of the biggest clues of this comes from the dark room Buzz stumbles into when he sees his own commercial on television. Inside the room is Sid's father passed out on a chair with a bunch of soda cans by his side. Knowing it was a family-friendly G rating, Pixar obviously chose to portray random sodas instead of real alcohol. The father is passed out in the middle of the day while his son roams free and no parental bond is showcased between the two. Meanwhile, as Sid gets ignored, he's constantly finding things to do for attention, including the explosives and creating some pretty crazy toy hybrid.
I ain't even gonna lie. We did some crazy things when we was kids just because we was bored. You know what I'm saying? We used to burn dolls and have little funerals. And at my old house, I bet you if you dig up that backyard, you'll find some little dolls in a cardboard box, maybe some birds. We did some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really be too mad at them because, you know, we was bored.
Once Sid grows up, he's clearly had a slight change of heart as he rescues thrown away toys and attaches them to the front of the garbage truck he drives. Attack of the Clones. With the release of Toy Story, Pixar was setting up a whole new precedent for the way animated films are made. The animation may pale in comparison to the stunning stories created today, but back in 1995, the whole film was astonishing.
Oh, impressive. impressive wingspan.
Obviously, the film had a lot to handle at the time. This included creating all the toys, multiple sets, and the human characters that appear in the story. While a lot of work went into characters like Andy and his mother, there are some characters that obviously were rushed through. This includes all of Andy's friends at his birthday party. If you look closely, a majority of the people in attendance at the birthday party are exact clones of Andy. It's kind of weird to think of multiple Andy characters roaming around the Toy Story universe. A theory about these clones.
The thing about these theories is, like, you know how hard people be looking into this stuff. Like, people be, bro, I would have never known that. People be in here pausing and zooming in people's faces. Like, people be really coming up with some stuff, bro. That's real crazy.
Makes you rethink the whole living toys premise. The toys are not actually living, but they're actually advanced government spies checking in on all of the Andy clones to see how their government experiment is actually working. At the end of Toy Story 3, the mission is finally over as Andy gives the toys away and heads off to college. Or maybe back to the government lab where he was created.
What?
Toy Story 3 and the Illuminati. The internet is obsessed with pointing out references to the Illuminati, and it's no different with the Toy Story series.
Do y'all believe in the Illuminati? Like, do y'all think that's a real thing? Like, honestly, to this day, I still don't really know what that is. Like, I might have to do some research on that too, because I really, to this day, I really don't know what it is. I just know that people say, like, famous people, like, be selling their souls and stuff for fame and whatever. Hey, where do I sign? No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing.
One of the main films that theorists have focused on is Toy Story 3. By breaking down a bunch of the scenes, there are some subtle references and some more obvious ones to the world of the Illuminati. One of the main symbols of the Illuminati is the pyramid. Lotso Bear and other characters discuss this, specifically saying,
"It's Lotso! He's made us into a pyramid, and he put himself on top!"
Along with the pyramid, the symbol is often drawn with an all-seeing eye on top. Many people speculated Mrs. Potato Head's single eye through the majority of the movie represents this classic Illuminati symbol. Another huge part of the Illuminati is that the human race will be saved by some sort of ship or aliens. Near the climax of Toy Story 3, it's the little green alien toys who use the claw to save Buzz, Woody, and the gang, just as they're about to fall into a giant inferno. With so many clues, this theory is kind of hard to deny.
Yeah, I know, it looks bad, but guys, you gotta believe me.
Sure thing, college boy.
Disney's changing of the times. In the original Toy Story, the biggest clash between characters was with the toys Woody and Buzz.
He's not a space ranger. He doesn't fight evil or...
See, Woody, like, you was my dog, bro. This is off topic, but you was my dog, but you was a hater. You was hating. I ain't gonna hold you. You was hating. I ain't gonna care, because Buzz was that guy. You know, he was playing second fiddle. I understand. You feel me? Can't be hating though. Can't be player hating.
Shoot lasers or fly.
Woody's an old school toy with a pull string and not too many features. Buzz is the ultimate modern toy with pop-out wings, a laser beam, and several voice commands. Not only did this represent the state of children's toys, but it was a pretty great metaphor for all of the major changes at Disney and Pixar. Basically, Disney was the Woody and Buzz is Pixar. Disney had a little trouble accepting the downfall of traditional animation and the presence of CG animation by Pixar. While it all worked out in the end and now Disney thrives on animated hits like Moana and Frozen, it wasn't always like this. After seeing Toy Story, you may have realized traditional animated classics like The Lion King and The Little Mermaid would no longer get made. Behind the scenes, traditional animators were losing their jobs to new workers who would create animations and designs all on computers. The world of animation was turned upside down, and even though there was a happy ending in both Toy Story and real life, there were a lot of feelings hurt along the way. The origins of Andy's father. One of the biggest mysteries in the Toy Story franchise is the origin of Andy's father. The filmmakers had 3 films to clear this storyline up, but missed the opportunity every time. Because they ignored the subject altogether, it left the floodgates open to theorists. Artist and YouTuber Mike Mozart delivered one of the more convincing theories that Andy's dad actually died when Andy was really young. The theory goes on to explain that Andy's dad was also named Andy and had Woody as a child. This explains why Woody had no other owners, and why Andy's mother refuses to sell Woody at a yard sale in Toy Story 2. She even explains that it's an old family toy.
I'm sorry, it's an old family toy.
The theory.
You know, I've never questioned where bro dad was at. Cause bro never bro never talked. I never seen. Okay.
The theory also points to the Andy signatures on Buzz and Woody's feet and how different they are. Woody's Andy signature was actually written by the father and not the son. Another piece of evidence comes from the sale of the house. Andy's mom is selling the house because it actually belonged to the father before he passed away. Inside the house are images on the wall many people assume are a young Andy, but they're actually of his father, as proven with an image of a young boy with glasses.
I seen that picture before, but I didn't look at it and be like, oh, that's Andy Dad. I didn't look at it like that, but I remember it.
Andy is a Marxist. It's only natural for Disney and Pixar to capitalize on the success of Toy Story. Through the years, there's been a countless amount of merchandise released, including replica toys, remote control cars, and video games. While fans gobbled up all these items, the characters in the film were acting materialistic as well. By analyzing scenes from all three movies, many people have theorized Andy and his family are all Marxists. One of the keys to being a Marxist is focusing on materialism. As much as Andy loves his toys, it's clear he usually wants the newest and best ones. In Toy Story, his love for material.
But that's all kids though. You know what I'm saying? Kids love new stuff. Shoot.
Realistic things can be seen in the montage to the song Strange Things. Getting the new Buzz Lightyear wasn't enough. He had to replace all his old Woody items with blankets, posters, and a ton of other bedroom decorations. In Toy Story 3, we see the same thing has happened to Molly. She ditches Barbie for MP3 players and is more worried about getting Andy's room than seeing him off to college. It all makes sense since Disney wants children to not only see the film but get inspired to get all the merchandise which comes with it.
You're a piece of plastic. You were made to be thrown away.
Come on, Lotso. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I remember I had a Woody and a Buzz, the authentic ones. Those things go for like hundreds now. Those things expensive. I had the original joints with the wings that pop out. They don't sell those no more. You know what I'm saying?
The toys are immortal. One of the saddest things for a toy in Toy Story is to lose its owner. This is a struggle that has been focused on through Woody's perspective, Jesse's perspective in Toy Story 2, and the source for Lotso Bear's anger in Toy Story 3. An even sadder truth for these toys is the fact that they're
Jesse's story was so sad. Jesse's story was so sad, bruh. And the song that played, when somebody loved me, everything was beautiful. Every hour we spent together lives between our hearts. And when y'all get the point.
essentially immortal. The toys will live on and on, going from owner to owner until they're either burned or completely destroyed. This means some of the toys could remain packed away for years and years. Others may get passed down from generation to generation, getting treated different every single time. The sad fact is that toys will live out their humans' use for them, and the future they hold is undetermined. Luckily for a majority of toys in Toy Story 3, they found a new and happy home with Bonnie when Andy left for college. Some other toys don't get to enjoy the same luxury. Imagine being a broken toy lost under a couch, or a toy that's been locked away in an attic for numerous years. You'd rather forget.
Why if they can walk and run away, you know what I'm saying? They can walk and run away. Why don't they just leave? You know what I'm saying? Being stuck up there for years, just leave, go somewhere else where you can get found. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. But I'm a rebel. Maybe I'm just different. Maybe I'm just thinking different. I don't know.
Get these toys come to life and have awareness. It's too sad to even think about. Jesse's previous owner. One of the saddest backstories in the Toy Story films comes from the character Jessie, the yodeling cowgirl. On the outside, Jessie is loud, obnoxious, and goofy, but it's clearly just a front after getting abandoned by her former owner. Although not many details were shown about Jessie's owner, fans of the series have connected the dots and theorized it's actually Andy's mom. This isn't just a random coincidence either. There is a lot of evidence to back it up and help build a strong case for the theory. The key clue to this theory comes with the hat that Andy wears. Andy's hat features white lace around the trim, but Woody's hat doesn't. During Jessie's flashback scene, the girl's hat also has a white trim on it. When Jessie's placed in the donation box, the hat isn't there. This means the young girl grew up to be Andy's mom and passed the hat down to Andy. The timeline of the flashbacks and other small clues has made this theory grow over the years. Many of the Toy Story cast and crew have commented on it. Some debunk it outright, while others are intrigued by the idea. Toy Story and The Walking Dead. Each of the Toy Story films manages to have some scary moments. The original features the mutant toys under the bed, and Toy Story 3 features some crazy scary scenes featuring Big Baby. Maybe this is why it's not too far-fetched to compare the franchise to The Walking Dead.
Wow. That's crazy, bro. Hey, the one about Andy's mom being Jesse's previous owner, that one hit different. That one actually makes sense, especially because in the flashback they had the hat and yeah. Thank y'all for tapping in, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you got any other conspiracy theories or any other videos that you want me to react to, that you want to put me on to, let me know. Put them in the comments or DM me on social media. Do whatever you need to do. Whatever you want to do. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video. I'm out.